Back. Hack, or, welcome to the number one episode of What If Chazz Was in My Hero Academia? Part 1. And before we get started, I want to say thank you all for tuning in. So sit back, relax, grab a drink or two, and enjoy this What If. So now, once upon a time, there was a man, like a one that you see before you. His name is Chazz. And some people, or might say, oh, is that the guy from the What If Deku meets different versions of himself? Answer is no. That was his brother. But this is that was the same character, but he has different appearances. So, let's begin. So just clarify that. And there should be spoilers. So, the Chazz was playing a video game, then suddenly a portal opens. He got sucked inside that portal and ends up getting teleported to, hold on, give me one, like, pretend that's me, and gets teleported to My Hero Academia. And when going through that portal, halfway through it, was that, he gained superpowers of oh my goodness, infinity quirk. Thanos' powers, like all the infinity stones. And so my character thing, he fell on a roof. Like, he got up and he said, "Where the heck am I?" And he looks around. He looks down at and he sees he actually, instead of falling onto a roof, he fell on a slime villain, and that Midoriya was trying to save. He says, "What happened?" And sorry, I'll have to itch my ear real quick. Sorry. Okay. So, and don't worry. All right. So, he had all the. He actually said, "Thank goodness someone broke my fall." And it was before UA and all that. He got up. He walked around. And he saw was like he saw was like people that was flying around, saw hawks, saw like he looks around and he was confused, like, wait, am I in All Might, or not All Might, but all or My Hero Academia world? Yeah, it must be, because not my world has just normal people. After he said that, he saw one man that he actually knew was no other than Deku. And so Deku and sorry if I he alright. So he walks over and says, "Are you Midoriya?" Huh? After he was rubbing his eyes like this must be a dream. So then after that, Midoriya turns around and says, "Yes, I am Midoriya. And may I help you?" He, like, he, or not, or Chazz says, "Well, I know you because I come from a different timeline, like different universe." He breaks like a fourth wall and he says, "Well, are you heading to your house thing?" Midoriya says yes. And he and him, sorry. Let me just scroll back up. He and Chazz walked underneath the bridge thing, and a slime creature attacked Midoriya first. In this timeline thing, Midoriya was similar to his counterpart thing. Like his canon, like his animated version. But Chazz used, he like says, like he used Thanos snap thing and that slime creature just faded away. But instead of going into like a whole different details thing, let's say he was teleported into his pocket universe. And and then Might. Sorry. Where is he? One. I'm gonna look for All Might. So he showed up you see so Midoriya or All Might says I am here. And Chazz and or myself got a little bit embarrassed and and said, "Are you All Might? I'm a huge fan." Sorry about that. Trying to find a picture, screenshot. So All Might, he says, "Yes, I am." So he says, or Chazz said, "Well, I know both of you." So, and he walks away and he told them, if both of you want to do all that chatting stuff, go right ahead. And he walks right off. And he and Deku did like the same thing in canon. Man, in this timeline, sorry, I was adjusting my headset, by the way. In this timeline, there was no, that slime villain didn't grab Bakugo in this timeline, so don't worry. So, then Bakugo said that he was going to go to UA, and let's do a time skip to that test thing to get into UA thing. So Hanman says to himself, "I really hate these tests." Alright? And he broke every record because of his snap ability. Like, he snapped the robots away. And he also did a thunderclap. And I'm giving myself the most overpowered quirks. So he has all the knowledge of everyone, and he was in class 1A with Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, Grape, Ochako, Momo, and all of them. And Eraserhead was teaching and or at the time, and let's skip to like where everyone's at. So Cinnamon threw a ball so hard it went all the way around the entire globe in about 2 seconds after it left his hand. And he was pretty overpowered. And sorry, I'm trying to look that image up. So let's do image. Let's find him, shall we? And when I'm trying to find him, huge shout out to the dual logs. Okay? His link is in the description. So then Nezu knew something was up with that boy. So he told the teacher to send him to the office thing, and he said sure. Or Chazz went up to the office and he says, am I in trouble? Or Nezu says, no, you're not in trouble, but can I have a few questions? Because you know more information about all of us put together, like during that. So tell me, what did you come from? Or Chazzy says, I come from the normal world where all this is called My Hero Academia, but I come from the real world. And he said, or Nezu said, has some interest, like, okay, like, what do you mean? And he says, well, let me explain. It was way before USJ attack or UA attack. So he says, well, I keep my words. So there's this person, or everyone in the real world has some theories about you know who. Deku or Midoriya. And Principal Nezu says, tell me about him. What did they say? And he says to him, well, everyone is thinking that he is a Nomu, and some of them say he's a villain. Some are like gods. Some of them are like treats him as a gun. There's one that I'm watching called What If Deku Was a God of Creation? That's what he said to Nezu, so don't blame me. So he also says, tell me more about... And there's also... You ever heard of a Leviathan?